Hold on.
Does up to 10 minutes mean it's a concentration?
Yes, it's concentration. Cast this.
Oh. Wow. Strong spell there. Strong.
Yes.
God damn it, Mike!
I'm still
Somewhere in the back of your head, you're pretty sure Pomplos is giving you a high five.
Yes.
Infinite duration.
Somehow there's a half-elf bard who wants to high five you for that.
Yeah. All right.
I
Carrick,
figured that's who you were gonna use it for.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Right. Now it's got 3/4 cover.
I like the feeling.
I mean, I already miss anyway, so I mean...
You can do it, Garrick!
For you, actually, there's not 3/4
short.
cover. The only thing in between you and it is the goblin. You've got, like, you've got a shot on it.
If I recall, I'm only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, he's got a clear shot on it here.
Yep.
So
Wait, well, fuck
So-
it then.
yeah.
We're...
Okay, roll your attack.
Wow.
Do it!
Thank you!
That will hit.
Oh,
Let me make
jeez.
that. Actually, I would roll a dex save, but it's going to be 1 damage regardless, so I'm not going to bother.
Of course.
So you pull back with your arrow, striking true. It sort of bursts out with those thorns, and it spreads out. Is that within 5 feet of it? So just it. It does sort of hit it, but because of the limited sort of area, most of the thorns seem to run into the ceiling and the wall, not doing a ton of extra damage to it, but still hitting it.
I rolled a 1 on a d10, because of course I did.
Yes, you did. That will end your turn, Garrick, or do you want to do anything else?
That's a bonus, and that's an action.
Okay.
And I'm not moving.
No movement? Cool. Gax, you're up.
I kill it! 10. Raging Battle Axe.
That will hit. You just get 1 attack right now?
No, I'm 2.
Cool. So you go ahead and rushing
rolled a
forward
one.
with your battle axe, just take 2 mighty swipes and take 1 and take another. How do you want to do this?
Poor Mel.
I make a tunnel
Le Cuisinart!
so that we can get back.
That's going to take you 2 hours. I'm going to say that
I'm
that's
sure
not a
that
valid.
they're going to come up here and try and
so
stop
you go out and you sort of hack at it and you hack at it and you keep hacking with your battle axe and you manage to get its head is gone.
Gross.
Cut to ribbons, and you got about through the neck by the time that your rage wears off. And you're
I'm sure that the people would have come up behind me before I finished. Do.
and so that is the end of initiative.
Yay!
Yay!
So you're now standing in a very small, very cramped tunnel with the body of an Ankeg filling the whole damn tunnel behind you.
Well, that sucks.
Hey guys, remember when I said that I was super uncomfortable because I didn't know if we'd get out of this space? Yeah.
Oh, no, nothing can come up behind us now.
Well, I feel like...
You're
just
not wrong.
I feel like just in case we have Gax go in the back.
That's fine.
Same position, move Gax to the back.
Is there anything of use on this thing to harvest? Should I do an animal handling check for that to see if there's anything?
You can attempt. What would you like to try to harvest off it? It's got most of the useful things would be hide, could potentially be used for armor, or maybe it's mandibles, but those are
I was in the
completely
process
destroyed.
of turning it to goo.
Yeah.
Can I try? I'm gonna try and salvage whatever hide is left.
Okay. Go ahead and make an animal handling check. This is going to be very difficult because of the situation you're in. Okay, you do actually manage to salvage a fair chunk of
Animal handling.
chitin. Oh, sorry, no, that should be survival, not animal handling.
Oh man.
Animal handling is
Sorry.
training.
Well, it's the same modifier, so can I just use that roll?
Yes, you have the same proficiency or lack thereof in both of them.
Yes, they're both +3.
That's fine then. That's okay. I'll call it fine. So yes, you do manage to procure a fair amount of chitin. Go ahead and put down just put down Ankeg chitin in your inventory.
Cool.
Sort of like me with the small amount of owl bear feathers.
Yes.
No
basically.
precise amount. You just kind of have some.
I just put large amount for it, I guess.
I feel like a large amount would be like from 2 or 3 of them. Just say you have some.
Right.
Well,
Description.
mostly it's because he was able to get like some of it, but like most of it is completely inaccessible because of
goo.
it's literally filling the tunnel. Like,
Description, some of it.
Quad, you see that in the chat?
BB's
Yeah,
internet
I do
died.
see that.
Okay.
You're welcome, Jolie. I have played enough goddamn fucking XCOM to know how to pronounce the word chitin. Fucking
Chitin.
cannibal.
That's what I always thought it was. I always thought it was chitin. Or chiton.
So, in any case, you guys are
Insect skin.
still in this tiny little tunnel with a creature behind you. I assume you're walking forward.
Yes.
Do we want to put Gax in the back, or do we want to?
I just said that.
I know. I was repeating it. Jeez, Garrett, calm down.
Whoever's in front of me is getting poked.
All right.
That's Garrick, so. Woo.
Run into Zorn as you
Move
walk
on.
backwards.
Poke.
Oh, spatial awareness.
Yeah, I'll stay in the front.
Chitlins.
I'll still.
So we've got Zarn, Mel, Norin, or Garrick, Norn, Bree, Gax.
Yeah, that'll work.
Wait, who's behind me?
Zarn,
Bree's in front of me?
Mel,
I'm behind you, my dude.
And then who's behind Mel?
Nah, you can't see my bum.
behind Mel would be Norin.
Okay,
No.
Zarn farts and blames
I
it on
can
Norin.
if you're facing forward. Which is not as fun to poke somebody who's as tall as I am.
Oh, you can take spots with me if you like.
Okay, so you guys make your way through the tunnel. You walk through this small, cramped space for a good another probably 2 or 3 hours, until finally you feel this space begins to widen slightly, expanding. You guys are definitely not under the river anymore. You're just underground. Haven't been under the river for a large chunk of time. You
Is the tunnel
guys.
still small?
The tunnel is beginning to widen at this point,
good.
and it does so gradually over probably like a 15 or 20 minute period until it widens to be about that 10 by 10 width again. The tunnel begins to slope up slightly, and you guys eventually find yourselves coming on what appears to be the entrance to this tunnel into a large cavernous space. With the light that you have, you can see that there's a fair amount of stalactites and stalagmites all through this cavern. The ceiling is just barely at the edges of your vision. Those of you with dark vision, it's about 60 feet up at the highest of this cavern, and you can't see the other side even a little bit. It just opens into this massive space.
Can I do a
Garrick
perception
pulls an arrow, holds it over to Zarn, says, "You know what to do."
like
And then he.
Battle stance.
Okay, what's the max range on your arrow?
Bow is 150 to 600.
600. Okay. You watch the arrow go flying through the air, and it sort of lights up. The cavern looks pretty much the same all the way through. Stalactites and stalagmites, fair chunk of like walkable ground. It's not like you can't walk across this or anything. You do notice that the stalactites and stalagmites are mostly concentrated towards the walls. You catch a glint of something, a fair chunk of reflective something to the right of you, and then the arrow thunks into a wall. The arrowhead embedding itself and the light winking out.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can identify what that glint was?
I have sound effects.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
I do kind of wish, RP, that you had.
Zorn, you're pretty sure it's liquid of some type.
I wish you had like a sound card that allowed you to add effects, so we could have like echoes in our voices.
I can do it for the stream.
Well, yeah, you can do it
But
for the
not for you
stream.
guys. I've got Sirenscape on here.
What's that over there? There.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
Zorn! I'm gonna try to walk over to where that glint was.
Okay.
Say, guys, I saw something.
Okay. Is everybody going with him?
I'm going.
Sure. Battle stance.
Okay. Are you hugging the wall or going to the middle of the room or what's the plan?
I'm gonna try and hug the wall.
Okay. So you hug the wall, you walk for about 100, 120 feet along the wall here. You have to move off of it by several feet a few times, as many as 10 or 15, due to some fairly large stalagmites and just areas of stalagmites that you can't step over or through. You have to go around them. Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth, everybody who's going with him.
I just want to point out,
God.
I have a +6.
It's like 3,
to
the highest
stealth.
I've rolled.
That's a 7 for me.
I'm looking for dragons.
Jax is like scraping his axe along the floor as he walks. Just
No. I'm talking to my shield.
Yeah.
yes,
There you
that.
So, Bob, are there any dragons in here?
So as you guys walk over, you do get to the shoreline of what appears to be basically a lake, or at least not a lake. That's a little large, but a body of water. You can definitely see that the wall of the cave, like from where you are. Hold on, just a moment. I'll respond to that in a second, shall I?
Yeah.
Okay.
From where you are, like the wall of the cave, the pool butts up right to the wall. And then across lengthwise from where you are, this appears to be about 100, 110 feet, or actually you can't see that far. The pool goes along the length of the wall as far as your vision extends.
Interesting. A lot of water. Water.
Yeah, there's stuff down there.
There.
Underwater battle. No. Don't get
Can I-
fooled.
I'm gonna stick my head under the water and look around and see what's underwater.
I'm standing
Okay.
next to him.
You stick your head underwater. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You don't see a damn thing.
Hmm.
It's fairly murky, and the light. You see a little bit because of the light that's above the water, but it's murky. You can see maybe 10 feet, and you don't really see anything of note. A couple of subterranean fish.
If I cast light on my hammer and dump that under 2, will that help at all?
Yes.